Okay, yes, we have a really large class. 10 is not the norm for softball. Those of you guys that have kind of been following this journey with us since I've been here, going on my 11th year, we usually have five or six. So just we had a large class last season of fifth years and seniors combined with the COVID year. And so we brought in a fairly large class this season. We have a great mix, as you can imagine, with that number of different position players. A lot hail from the same programs that we have recruited from pretty diligently since I've been here. We're excited about, I think we have four in-state players, two of which are pitchers that are coming our way. Danica Frazier is a 2024 pitcher that's coming in, so we're super excited about her. She plays with the Bandits, and she will be joining teammate Eileen Donahue, who is a freshman here this year. In the travel ball world, the Beverly Bandits are they're always in the national championship games and things like that. So she comes from a winning culture. So we're really excited about her. And we also have current Parkland pitcher, Muhammad native Carly Yergler has committed to come and pitch for us. She'll have 2 years of eligibility. She also swings a bat, so we may actually have a pitcher that hits, which we haven't had. So that'll be interesting and really, really cool. But we're super excited about her as well. And from there, we're bringing in just a myriad of talented middle infielders from all over. Taylor Porter's coming to us. She's from one of the top travel organizations in Texas. She's a middle infielder that swings a mean bat and has quick feet and all the things that you would want in that position. In addition to her, we have Ellie Haggard, who's an in-state product as well. She's from the Illinois Chill. We've had Nicole Evans, who was recently inducted into our Hall of Fame, is a former Chill athlete. So they've produced some really strong players for us in the past. So we're excited about Ellie. And Ella Cushing, I know their names are pretty close together. She's an in-state product. Her mom and her dad are both Illinois grads. She's a huge kid. She's 6-footer, can pitch, play first base, and can really swing the bat. So we're really excited about her. So we've been kind of laughing about our, just the stature. We have a couple of 6 foot or just shy of 6 foot, and then we have some 5'3" kids in there as well. So we've done I think a really good job. Coach Stroud is our recruiting coordinator of just putting together a strong group. Some of our not so local products, Cheney Peters, her team, Hewitt Trustville, her high school, just won their Alabama State Championship. So she's a proven winner, corner, can swing a great bat. And we're excited to have her. She'll join our other Alabama product, Mallory Sluter, who's a freshman this year. Kyrus Click is from Hobart, Indiana. She'll be with us and can play multiple positions. Jackie Yeager. And I'm doing pretty good to remember all these names, I think. So any questions?
You mentioned maybe going back to these certain club teams. When you start putting together a class, is that your intent? Like at the beginning, it's like, let's check in with these teams because they've produced players before?
Absolutely. The travel ball world has expanded, so it's become big business. And so there's players that are on teams, and they literally they don't practice with them or anything. They just fly and go play with them. Or maybe they're not even actually on the team. They just pick up with them here and there. So we've actually kind of sought out teams that actually practice their players, teach them the game. We're looking for a high softball IQ, and there's been quite a few that have produced really strong fits for us over the past 11 years. So, we continue to work with those coaches and those programs.
You mentioned a couple of players that I think might be two ways. Do you see that as a clear path for them, or is it a wait and see type of thing? And similar to what Dan was asked, what's the challenge of coaching a two-way player?
Well, I was listening to Dan's press conference while I was sitting there, and I was like, you know what? You guys could literally ask me the exact same questions, and I would have almost the exact same answers that he just had. I think that we've had such a hard time over the past couple of years just keeping people healthy, that it's great to have the two-way player and the utility player, and all these different things. The more that a athlete brings to the table, the better. So we can have, Yergler can most certainly find a way in our lineup. She's one of the top hitters at her school at Parkland and in her division, and I think she could definitely pitch and hit for us. And then just the utility type players that we have, the ones that we currently have, like Sid Malott last year, she caught and played out, in the field. I could see that being the case for many of the young ladies that we're signing in this class.
One is the contract extension that happened in the summer. Not to say that this helped with this class, but does it help future classes being able to say, I'm on the books to be here your entire time? And then second, again, I'm not suggesting Kirsten helped specifically with this class, but for future classes down the road, is that a hire that you feel like you can help, especially with in-state kids?
Oh, I love that. Informed questions. I like that. Contract extension, I'm thankful and grateful. Just I love this school. I love this conference. I love this region. I don't know if a lot of people knew this. Like last season, I had leaks in my house. I came, back from Christmas vacation, and my house was flooded. So I was literally living with neighbors, and my church, and had an Airbnb situation, and so I really, really got a good strong dose of just how great a community Champaign-Urbana is. And even in Savoy, some people in Savoy helped me too, so I should say that. But, I'm from the South. I'm from Louisiana, been kind of meandering, here in the Midwest for a while. But if I wasn't solidified before, just as far as, how great this place is, it definitely came out, during that time. So to have the opportunity to continue to lead this team forward, to continue to compete at the highest level in the Big Ten, is amazing. And one of the first questions that families ask you when they're going to bring their most precious commodity, into your space, their daughters, they're going to ask you, are you going to be here? So having that contract signed and solidified was definitely a big part of being able to secure, some of these young women, this way to Illinois. And Coach V, we actively want to have the top, prospects in the state stay home. And, it's really tough to do. We have a lot of great players that come out of this state, so it's really competitive. And having someone like Coach Kirsten Burden on your staff, who was one of the great players, in high school in her own right, and then went on to DePaul, and, you can't talk about DePaul softball without talking about Kirsten Burden. So it's great to have her here. I think she has been a big draw, and we have two pitchers that are from our state that are in this class.
Well, you said this class is already bigger than usual. I mean, is this it for you with this class, or do you still envision, maybe more roster additions, or probably transfers?
Good question. This is it. Or we're gonna have to get a bigger boat because we're trying to figure out lockers, locker space and things like that. But the Big Ten only allows 22 to travel and things like that. So if you get much larger, we have 12 scholarships. We're an equivalency sport, so we can break those 12 up among however many players we want. But if you start to get too large, only 9 to 10 players play at a time, it gets to be counterproductive. So we're in a situation where I think we're at our max. This year, we're actually a little bit below on the roster. We're at the 23 number where we're generally at 26. So we've kind of gone down a little bit this year to go a little bit bigger, next year. And then from there, we should level out, get more around the 26 range. So no more room in the inn. Unless you're left-handed, 6'3", and can throw smoke, then we'll find room. That's you, Scott? Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank y'all very much.